And another thing is never compare yourself to somebody else that you see. You don't know where they're getting their money from, especially if you're in school. Most likely it's their parents' money if they don't have their own job. So never feel jealous or insecure because you don't have things that other people do not have. You never know how they have it. You don't know what's in their savings account. It's better to be like look broke and have money in your savings to look fabulous and be broke, even though this is what the society does. But it's just better to have as much money as possible. If you want it, we can get right to it. Mix some vodka with some OJ. Skip the money, then let's get right to it.
You guys, welcome back to another edition of Get Right To It, man. Definitely want to appreciate you guys for tuning in to another episode. We definitely episode 5 in. So, I was a little standoffish when it came to episode 5. Not like I didn't want to do it, but I wanted to, bring up a topic that was, relatable, that people can relate to. And it took me a while, but I figured it would probably make sense to talk about money because, we're like probably in the mix of, between Thanksgiving and Christmas and, New Year's. You got some money to, to put up and you got some money to try to save. So I wanted to get, because, Black Friday, I feel like people went out there and put up their money, which is cool. Don't be ashamed of Black Friday. Please, for those who shop on Black Friday, do not be ashamed of it. Because I feel like people lately been kind of like down in Black Friday. It's like, oh man, like I ain't going out there. I really don't know this new wave that's out here, and some of you can probably tell that it's just like being thoughtful or mindful on your spending. And some people think mindful is being cheap, and it's not. It's like that's what you have to do now. Like you have to be mindful when it comes to your money because it can backfire on you. It can really backfire on you. So when it comes to Christmas and other holidays, or if it's just in general, mindful of your dollar. Like people, with me, I can tell you a story, but this podcast to give people reaction, and I want to see where you at when it comes to spending a dollar, because to me, spending is cool, but saving is more important, and I learned that as I got older, and certain when you get younger, so I can't blame if you younger now, you naive on your spending. Because I was when I was younger too. Because I ain't have a lot of people in my circle that tapped in and told me, this is what you got to do with your money. So now when I make it to my 30s, I want to make sure that, the people that's younger, or maybe the people that's my age that probably haven't learned, haven't been coached on. How you can, the value in saving a dollar, now. Because, earning a dollar is cool too, or earning a couple hundred is cool too. But also saving is better too, because it leaves you, in a better situation. So, with me personally, I feel like I'm definitely a mindful spender. I really take pride into, when it comes to deals, when it comes to how much money I'm gonna be earning, how much money I'm gonna be kicking out, especially when you got kids. So it makes it very tough when you got kids. I learned a little bit. I already was very mindful of my spending, but I was even more, understanding of it when, I had 2 boys. So I was like, you know what? I got to take care of them, and then I take care of me. And then, as you get kids, you got to get a house and etc. So you got bills, you got car payments, you got, food, you got a lot of stuff that you got to take care of. And certain people going into 2020 haven't woke up yet on that. And instead of me, distancing myself from my friends, oh, this is my New Year resolution, I don't want no more people around me. Yeah, whatever. That's cool too. But is your spending good? Is your money good? Like, can you change your thought pattern when it comes to dealing with money? Because you jumping in 2020 with your hands still out, you fucked up out here. Or if you out here portraying on social media platforms, you living this life and you riding around in this and you spending this and Gucci that and Prada that, and if you okay with living that life, that's cool too. But that's a hard life to live up with, because we hitting them years now. People catching up. You know what I mean? People starting to see through that tinted windows. You know what I mean? Through that life you portraying it to have. You know what I mean? People starting to see through that. And if you okay with living that life, then that's cool, because that's a tough line. That's a tough line to stay intact with. So with me personally, I feel like I want to reach the people that thought about it, that haven't, touched in on it. Like, you know what? I thought about it, but I'm not doing it. Or people that, that don't have responsibilities, they get their check and they go through that bitch like within a week or maybe a day. And, are you that type of person that you rather, earn your check, spend it on your bills, take care of whatever you need to take care of as far as though, if you got kids or you got house, you got rent, you got whatever you got to take care of, or you just, you're the type of person that when I get my money, I'm going to spend that motherfucker, I'm going to go to the party, I'm going to drink, I'm going to put half here, I got a phone bill due, but that's about $50, but I'm going to put only $30 to it. You know what I mean? Like, come on, man. Let's get that shit together in 20, man. Let's get that shit together. Because it's like, y'all, the people that's doing this shit, y'all running out of time. People starting to catch on to these schemes lately. People really starting to catch on to these schemes. So, like, let's wake up. Let's change our thought patterns. Let's change the way we think. You know what I mean? Let's spend a little bit more on time on spending and less time on, going out there trying to keep up with the Joneses. Because my OGs always told me, keeping up with them Joneses, man, you gonna always be broke. We on Instagram, we on Facebook, we jump on the Explore page, we see these artists, these rappers, these actors, they living a lavish life, but they earned it. You know what I mean? They ran that mile. They ran that 2 mile. You know what I mean? So you gotta separate yourself. You gotta know what to intake and what to, not to. You gotta be able to be like, when it comes to me, I don't want to be that person that always run through a check but I always got my hand out. I see so many people walk around and run through a whole check and the next week they got their hand out. Or they're complaining how they don't have no money. And you can't blame nobody because you decided to hit that club. You decided to get drunk knowing that you're going to come down tomorrow. You decided to do those things. So why? Why not put a $5 bill here, put $1 in my box, or put a $10 bill away and save it? And reach back 2-3 months from now and be like, damn, I got almost a stack that I ain't even touch. And I can't really get mad at those who don't think like that because, certain people think and move on situations because it was either taught to them or it was either something they learned from themselves, from experience. And I learned from experience. I learned from, earning a certain amount of money to going flat broke and not having no help. Not having no help at all. And I went to those people that I thought was friends. And I felt like I can always put myself in a situation where I can depend on them. And certain people didn't come through at all. And I went through some dark times, like, damn, like, I thought they was my friend. And they wind up not even giving me a simple $50 bill. But I couldn't get mad at that. I had to learn from that. And I had to be very careful on my spending. I had to be very mindful of how much I spent, because when it come down to it, I know only person that got me is me. Only people that's going to take care of my kids is me. And whoever I'm with. You know what I mean? So you can't expect your friends or your aunts, your brothers to take care of your responsibility. You got to be very mindful on your spending, because when it all comes down to it, only person going to take care of you is you. And only person going to take care of the bills and rent or mortgage is you. So if you living out here and, you know, you cool with earning a check and running through it, and you know what, I'm going to get it back next week. If you cool with that, by all means, continue on. But, you know, New Year's coming up, it's going to always be, every time a new year come up, is either higher this or higher that. More bills there, more bills here. And your money start to change. You start to see a dramatic drop in your money. You know, not even just because of Christmas or all the holidays that's coming up, just in general. You know what I mean? And you can't live on that damn income tax forever. You can't live on it. And if you do get the income tax, put that shit to the side. Spend half of it. If you out there claiming your kids, you know what I mean, waiting for income tax to pop up, you know what I mean, so you can, you know what I mean, go crazy and spend all that money within a month. Come on, man. Smarten up with that. Let's change that. Let that be our New Year's resolution. You know, I mean, we done seen it for the gram. We done seen it for Facebook. We done seen it for too many years. We done seen the image where we get them income tax. You know what I mean? We get Christmas and we spend it all. We don't got nothing left. Now we got to work double overtime. You know what I mean? And the work shit ain't like it used to be. You know what I mean? You go to work and you be like, damn, I'm gonna work 40 hours or 45 or maybe 50 hours. That ain't shit. Now you got to damn near work 2-3 jobs to keep up to the amount of money that you want to have in your pockets. That's a hard life to live. So, like I always tell people, mindful spending. And I can't get people to do what I do, but I also learned that, you know, when you be very mindful of your spending and your money and managing your money, you always going to have money. You're going to always be able to reach back in whatever you got, your bank account or your little box at home, to be able to be like, you know, I can take care, you know, of my electric bill. I ain't got to call my homie, you know what I mean? Because I know he ain't going to look out for me. I can buy my son that, you know, them pair of Jordans. You know what I mean? These are things that go through my head. But, you know, we going to go through it with a couple guests, and they going to express how they feel. But, you know, like, I don't know all the answers, but I'm only speaking on experience.
On that phone bill, oh, Metro take extension, they give me 4 more days, then I'm up to 20 on that. Water bills, $90, I'm gonna get them 20 in the arrangement. Haircut, no, I'm going to the Chinese board. $10 because that come with a shrimp fried rice chicken wing platter. And what else? That's all for me, baby. Bills paid. Thank God good.
It's so crazy that you are even asking me this question, because recently I just had a learning experience even more about being mindful of my spending habits. You know, like maybe about a year or so ago, you know, if you would have asked me the same question then, I probably would have told you no, because, you know, I didn't have the same understanding that I do now and have. You see what I'm saying? And it comes with growth. You know, it comes with being older. It comes with having more responsibilities, you know, over your head. It comes with prioritizing and, you know, just pretty much really realizing, like, wow, things that you thought matter really don't matter. You know, like, for example, I'm a guy that loves fashion. You know what I'm saying? I love spending my money on clothes, sneakers, you know, the latest this, the latest that. But, you know, recently I realized that, you know what, church, you don't really need the latest sneakers. You don't really need the latest, like, the newest this, the newest that. Because honestly speaking, as an up-and-coming entrepreneur, I had better things to spend my money on. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then honestly, like, what am I really spending my money on this stuff for to go nowhere? You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's basically just a learning experience. You know what I'm saying? So it's hard because, you do want this, that, these, and those. You do want the finer things in life per se, but you realize that you have better things to do. And you also realize that you save a lot more money when you prioritize, when you aren't so quick to hop on the latest trends, or, you know what I'm saying, or the newest sneakers, or whatever the case might be. But it's definitely best to spend your money wisely. You know what I'm saying? I just started recently just literally making, my list of how much I can spend, how much I can't spend. And, it's a learning experience. You know what I'm saying? That's why I love being an entrepreneur, because an entrepreneur really does school you on the important things in life, and it teaches you to be more mindful. I thought I was already mindful of what I did, how I did it, how much money I spent, but in our reality, I wasn't.
I hope y'all enjoyed that from our first caller. We're going to jump into the second caller, and y'all see, if y'all can relate. If y'all can't, then it's understandable, but, y'all see if y'all can relate.
So when it comes to spending, I used to be the type that would get money and hurry up and spend it, because I was like, no, I got a check coming anyway in another 2 weeks. So I'd be like, let me just spend what I could spend. And I wouldn't care. I was so reckless. I did that with my taxes. I did that with school checks, everything. And now, like, I had to learn the hard way. Like, I should have saved, because sometimes life comes and it's crazy, like repairs on cars, what I'm saying, getting behind in bills and things of that nature. And then you look around, you have no savings and everything is gone. So I had to learn the hard way to learn how to save and budget money. So now when I get my taxes, I say, okay, this is what I'm going to spend, and the rest I'm going to save. And then I might invest in something like a business or something like that, which is something good. And when I get my checks from work, I pay my bills. I set some money aside for my little spending money, something small, maybe like $50, $75, and then the rest I save. Because trust me, there's been plenty of times when I wish I would have saved. Like, I had an engine go on a car, had to give that up. It's crazy. So now I'm the type that I save. I ain't cheap though, but I definitely save now.
I definitely appreciate y'all for jumping in for this week. Next week, you already know, episode 6. I'm going to try to hopefully deeper in episode maybe 7, maybe 8. We're going to do like a $50 giveaway, something small, but, just want to show everybody I appreciate those who jumped in and viewed and, left comments and everything. But y'all already know, man. Enjoy your holidays. Merry Christmas and Happy Hanukkah and all that good stuff, man.